This podcast is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our ABCC's podcast. We have Alan here with us again today. And of course, once again, I'm Marcus from ABCC as well.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ABCC podcast.
So today's topic, we'll be talking about Web 3.0. It has been a topic that has come up for many times, especially so in the recent times when everyone just looks at decentralization of almost everything. So before further ado, let me just touch on the start of Web 3.0. Right at the very start, even before Web 3.0 started, there was the evolution of how the web came up. So we first have to understand what Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 is before we can actually understand what Web 3.0 is. So when the internet was first created, Web 1.0 just included static web pages which serve content from the file system of servers. So it was a very basic thing of just information dissemination, and people could just find information from anywhere in the world using the very start of internet. So Web 1.0 actually did not allow any kind of functionalities for interaction with the content, and that itself actually gave rise to Web 2.0.
So for Web 2.0, right, there's like a second generation of internet service. It really focused on how the users can allowing the users like to interact with the content on the web. So Web 2.0 fosters the growth of user-generated content alongside with interoperability and usability for end users. So like for the second generation of web, the Web 2.0, do not focus on modifying any technical specification. So it emphasizes changing the design of web page and the way of using the web page. So 2.0 really encourage collaboration and interaction among users in P2P transactions, thereby setting the stage for e-commerce and social media platforms. So there are like main features for Web 2.0. First, there's allow dynamic content with the high responsiveness to user inputs. It emphasizes evolution and online commenting as channels for information flow between site users and site owners. It also enables like access to web content from television, mobile devices, multimedia consoles, and almost any internet connected device. Web 2.0 is also referred to as a participable social web. Users could now participate in the creation and sharing of responsive content alongside presenting favorable prospects for collaboration. Therefore, one can clearly notice how Web 2.0 is vital in encouraging the growth of new virtual communities. The Web 2.0 application have showcased a formidable front-end revolution with more opportunities for interaction with the end users. Users can find a wide range of applications in Web 2.0 for different applications. Some of them include social media, blogging, web content voting, social bookmarking, podcasting, and tagging.
So yeah, thank you so much for sharing on Web 2.0, Alan. So this comes about to, like I mentioned, there was Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and now finally come to Web 3. So Web 3 is the newest, hottest thing that has come up on the internet. And the main focus of it definitely is because of security of personal data. So that has been the talk for the past few years. And trusted institutions take control over the data of in Web 2, especially due to the need for trusted intermediaries. So let's say, for example, two parties want to complete a transaction and they don't know or trust each other, they would have to rely on a trusted intermediary. And that's where the institutions would have to receive the information on the specific entity that is participating in the transaction. However, if you look at it, the intermediary actually has control over the data storage and the management of it, and thereby they have a grip of they can actually strengthen their grip of over the users. And that's why Web 3.0 is that important, because it actually promises an improvement over Web 2.0, especially with major transformations in terms of infrastructure. And this third generation of the web actually leverages an advanced metadata system. What it means is it helps in structuring and arranging all types of data for making it readable for humans and machines. So this actually takes away the centralized intermediaries that I mentioned earlier, and that actually protects your own personal data. We can see that there were a lot of news on personal data being infringed. For example, cases like Facebook, you can see even in the court, they were arguing back and forth on what can be shared, what cannot be shared. So that has, everybody wants to protect what they think is most valuable to them. And personal data is an extremely valuable source of information that everybody wishes to keep close to themselves. So in terms of the features of Web 3.0, the very first thing that comes to my mind is it actually leverages artificial intelligence, the AI, to offer the correct results at a faster pace. And this is also alongside assessing real-time insights. Take, for example, something that is running in the real time. Let's say the changes in the supply of your stocks. Let's say you have a bunch of stocks in your warehouse. The supply just keeps going down because of the increase in demand. This AI can actually offer the correct results exactly on when should you replenish your supply, so on and so forth. So that is actually one of the feature of Web3. Semantic web functionality is another one. It actually implies that Web3 could actually support understanding the meaning of words. So it's kind of like a very smart system on its own. Once again, it is also part of the AI functionality that I mentioned. And as a result, machines and humans could easily find, share, and analyze information in Web3. And this will also provide a very prominent trait of improved privacy and security as well.
And this will be the end of our part 1 of the Web3 podcast. We'll see you guys again next week. The information contained in or provided from or through this podcast is not intended to be and does not constitute as financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other form of advices. The information in this podcast is general in nature and is not specific to you, the users, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, be it financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented in this podcast without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory. You understand that you are using any and all information shared in this podcast at your own risk. You are solely liable for any losses that you may incur from investing, and in no event Shall we be liable for any losses which may be incurred while investing? Trading of cryptocurrencies is highly risky and may not be suitable for the general public. All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own current opinions and do not reflect the opinions of ABCC. Participants' opinions are based upon information they consider reliable. ABCC does not warrant the completeness or accuracy of such information and should not be relied upon as such.